So at what point? So Indigo is about 700 or so.
750.
750 people.
Yeah.
At what point is, and I know that there's a lot of people out there wondering, like, do I need a data team? Is it time for us to start building this out, right?
Yeah.
And what is the point in which you should, one, start properly tracking stuff, to get it in a centralized place? Like, when is too early, and when is, I guess, it's too late when no one knows the answer to stuff, but well, like, around what time should companies start to think about this?
Wow, that's a really interesting question. I feel like you need to have somebody on your team, even if you're 2 or 3 people, that understands data, right? They
At any point.
At any point,
Yeah.
because you have to understand what's going to be used to run the business. You have business data that you're going to need to show to possible investors,
Yep.
or you're going to have whatever you need to build your product. Now maybe it's build the product, build the MVP, figure that out first, and then acquire a data team.
Yeah.
Possibly, in our expansion in countries, the way that we've worked is we are building out data teams slowly, because we have the core, though, right? So there is the core global in Boston, and then I have my indirects lead one person, but that will build out as each country grows. But you need some access. You need someone who's thinking about it, because essentially, how many times this has probably happened to you, right? Where you have a request, or you're building out a feature for the product, and all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, I don't have the data I need to do this, or we can't measure this. I don't know how good this is going to be, or wait, I can't report out on it. So even it's not just about creating derived data solutions. It's about how do you go to market and be able to show that what you did is working. And even with your commercial,
Right. I will say that we've run into that a few times. And even to the point where we thought we had it all set up, and then we build the thing, and then we're like, all right, now it's time to go measure how the thing worked, and then we find out that something wasn't tracking properly, or it's structured in a tough way. But I think it's really interesting because what you're saying is, no matter what point, even if you're just talking about data around your revenue, right? Not necessarily your product or your service, like that kind of data, you have to have someone that understands that well, and can build some systems around that.
But I'm also biased. I mean, I've been living and breathing this since I graduated college. And to me, it's I sometimes when you're in the data and tech space, you don't always remember that people don't live and breathe this, or it's not the way they're thinking all the time. I mean, I'm constantly thinking about what data is there, what's the gap, how could we use it differently? Oh gosh, this just came in. How do I make sure that we take advantage of it in the next 6 months if I can't do it now? Right? Or what does the system allow me to get to what I want? And if not, we're going to have to build something now so that I can do something I want to do a year from now.